In December 1927, George Appel was committing a robbery in a New York City restaurant when the police arrived. He shot Police Lieutenant Charles J. Kemmer, who died of his injury. Strangely, Appel claimed he was innocent of that murder, but in July 1928, a month before his execution, he signed a sworn confession to a November 1927 murder for which another man had been convicted. Daniel J. Graham, ironically a police officer, had been hired to guard a construction company's paymaster, Judson H. Pratt. In the 1920s, payrolls were always cash, no checks. Pratt was killed, and the $4,700 he'd been carrying was missing. Graham was arrested soon after. He had no explanation for why he hadn't been guarding Pratt, and no alibi for his whereabouts. So he was eventually convicted of murdering Pratt. Appel and Graham were set to be executed on the same day. After Appel's confession, Graham sought a new trial, but the appeal court decided the confession was not sufficient to grant Graham a new trial. New York Governor Alfred E. Smith rejected a last-minute request for clemency. Apparently, he believed that because Graham hadn't had an alibi, he must truly have been guilty. Both men were executed in the electric chair as scheduled on August 9, 1928, just minutes apart. Appel's last statement was, "I am innocent of the killing of that cop. I committed other crimes, and I lay that to evil companions. But I didn't kill the cop. I wouldn't kill one. Didn't I try to save the life of one? Graham was one, wasn't he? And didn't I try to prove him innocent?" His last words as he was strapped into the electric chair were, "Well, gentlemen, you are about to see a baked Appel." He would have been forgotten by history by now if not for his notorious dad joke just before having thousands of volts pumped into him.